Hey there, friends. Welcome back to another episode of Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. And when we last left off, we called Wolfgang on the phone. We're like, hey, Unky, what's up? And they talked about Tetelo and voodoo and stuff. But one of the things we need to find out is we need to find the Schottenjäger talisman. And that's with the remains of Tetelo. And it can be in one of two places, either in New Orleans or Africa. And when we went to the graveyard in New Orleans again, the cemetery, all we found was Mosley's body. Then we got knocked out, and his body wasn't there anymore. So then we used his credit card to buy a ticket to Germany. And here we are at Schloss Ritter. And we have things to do, like, look at these weapons.
A few ancient weapons adorn the hall.
This shadow hunter stuff is serious.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? There's actually something over there we want. And we want it. Well, I guess we can look at it that way too.
A large handcrafted dagger hangs on the wall. It looks quite old, but it's been polished to a high shine.
Well, we're just going to take it. Why? Because, I mean, it's technically ours. We're one of the knights or ritters or whatever. It's ours. We can take it. We want to go to the chapel. We'll talk to Gerde here in a minute. Ooh, we got some things. We have a candelabrum.
Candelabra flank the altar.
We have panels. We have... What else do we have? That's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. We have pew.
There are pews on both sides of the center aisle.
But we have panels on these walls, and we want to go ahead and take a look at them.
3 panels hang from each side of the chapel. Gabriel can't determine what their purpose might be.
Well, this is their purpose is actually a clue for a little bit later. But
A magnificent stained glass window depicts the legendary battle between St. George and the dragon.
so let's go back to Gerde and give her a little, you know, what's up. But those panels are clues for a lunch.
Gabriel is sure he'll end up getting some of those for a meal sooner or later.
Hopefully you're talking about the food and not Gerde. Or Gerde.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So, let's talk about things.
Tell me what you know about Schottenjägers.
As Wolfgang may have told you, Schattenjäger means shadow hunter. The Ritter family have always been Schattenjäger. It is a kind of priesthood, though not as restrictive as most.
So, he's gonna have to become celibate.
Tell me what you know about Schottenjägers.
Each Schattenjäger passes on his knowledge to a younger man in the Ritter line when the time is right.
Oh, well, don't
Tell
have
me
that
what
much
you know
farther to
about
go then.
Schottenjägers.
I am sure Wolfgang meant for you to take his place someday as Schattenjäger.
Speaking of good old Wolfgang, we'll get to it in a second. Let's ask some more about
something
things.
about the Ritter family.
I can tell you what they say in the village, what I heard when I was small. To the villagers, the Ritters are a little, how do you say, tragic, to be pitied. They say that the Ritters were chosen by God to fight evil. But something happened. One of them was cursed, and so the Ritters lost the way. They struggle still, but like a lame dog, you see, without the power or magic they once had.
Huh.
Tell me something about the Ritter family.
There are legends of how powerful the family once was, of some of their mighty deeds, of the richness of the castle and, in turn, Rittersberg itself. But at the end of the 17th century, that all changed. Since then, the Ritters and Rittersberg have been in decline.
Well, that's not good.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter has stood for many centuries, no one knows how long. It was once the pride of Bavaria, but now it is in disrepair. Wolfgang received offers to open the castle for tourists. He has resisted though, even though the castle is in desperate need of repairs. To him, this ground is sacred.
So those columns may actually fall on top of my head, is what you're telling me. I don't know if I like that.
Tell me something about Schloss Ritter.
The castle has many rooms and passages, Herr Knight. Most have been closed off and are decaying in the dark and damp. Only a few rooms have been kept up due to the cost.
Didn't Wolfgang mention a library?
There's a library, but I've never been in it. There are places in the castle where only the master is allowed to go.
Huh. Wonder if we're
Tell
gonna
me
get to
something
see it.
about Schloss Ritter.
Schloss Ritter is the center from which the Schattenjäger have always gone out to battle the forces of evil.
Oh, well, that's interesting. So, what about you?
Tell me something about yourself.
I was born in Rittersberg, the village below the castle.
That's it?
Tell me something about yourself.
I am not well traveled, but Wolfgang has been kind and has tutored me in many subjects. It was from him I learned to speak English. He must have sensed you were coming, Herr Knight, and that you would have need of me.
No joke there, Gabriel? No weird, flirtatious pun?
Tell me something about yourself.
I am very devoted to my position here with Wolfgang.
Oh, okay. That's something, I guess.
Tell me something about yourself.
I love Rittersberg. No place on earth could be as beautiful.
There's no place like Rittersberg.
So, what do you do when you're not puttering around the castle?
Every day I go to Rittersberg to do the daily shopping and visit my friends.
Oh, well, what else?
Have you worked here long?
For the past 4 years.
What's it like in Rittersberg?
It is very peaceful and quiet. I'm sure you will find it like a vacation, yeah?
Yeah.
Somehow I doubt this is going to be a vacation.
You know, you make a good point. Alright, so one more chat and then we'll talk about
This
Wolfgang.
place is so quiet. Doesn't that bother you at all?
I love it here in Schloss Ritter. Even the silence feels like home to me.
Oh, that was the only last one we needed. Alright, so what about Wolfgang?
Tell me about Wolfgang.
What would you like to know?
Holy crap. There's a lot of things to talk about. Alright.
Do you know when he'll be back?
I only pray he will be back. Before he left, he said Schloss Ritter now belongs to Gabriel. It worried me so to hear him say that. I'm afraid Wolfgang knew he would never return.
What's Wolfgang like?
Wolfgang is a truly wise and good man, the best I have ever known. But his life has been so full of disappointments.
What kind of disappointments?
His only son died in infancy, so there was no one to carry on the family line. And the family's financial troubles have been hard on him. Wolfgang wanted to do so much for the world, but it was all he could do to just hold on to Schloss Ritter. He has not left his mark as he wished to.
What is your relationship with Wolfgang?
Herr Knight, my relationship with your uncle is really none of your business.
Oh.
You're right, Gerde. I apologize. Forget I asked.
Oh.
Just tell me anything.
Wolfgang has dedicated his entire life to the role of Schattenjäger.
Well, Alright. Where'd he go?
Where do you think Wolfgang went?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he has gone off to be Schattenjäger again. He is too old for such chasing around. His heart is very weak. He has not left this castle for 5 years, and now this?
Can you show me Wolfgang's library?
How do you know about his library?
When we talked on the phone, he said he was going to do some research in his library. I thought maybe if I saw what he was researching.
Ah, yeah, a good idea, Herr Knight. But I'm afraid I cannot show you the library. You see, I have never been in it. Only a Schattenjäger can enter the library.
I see.
Well, that's not good, because
Oh, nothing.
we're
Never
technically
mind.
not really a
As you
Schattenjäger.
like, Herr Knight.
What about those panels
What
that I
can
was
you
looking
tell
at?
me about those wall panels in the chapel?
The hangings. They describe the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Gee, I wonder what I have to do.
Tell me about the Schattenjäger initiation ceremony.
Each young man of the Ritter line must go through the ceremony when he dedicates himself to be a Schattenjäger.
But what does the ceremony do?
It's a trial of blood
I do
and
not know, Herr
pain.
Knight. The only people present are the old Schattenjäger and the new. But I think it must be similar to a priest's ordination or a wedding, a ceremony of intent and oath.
Ooh, ugh.
Is there a problem, Herr Knight?
You said wedding. I'm okay now.
God, you said wedding. Oh my God, I can't believe you said that word. Oh my stars. Let's go head up to the bedroom. See what's up there. Let's see, we got a fireplace. It's nice and cozy. Let's look at the bed.
It's the biggest bed Gabriel has ever seen.
Must be a California king then.
A Gothic-style window looks out over an incredible view. A large display case hangs on the wall.
Well, that's good.
It contains
Oh,
a scroll.
There you go. Yeah, I look good.
Man, I gotta get more sleep.
Or he says that. Then we have... Ew.
It's a chamber pot.
Take me back to the 20th century, please.
And then we have some scissors.
There's a small pair of grooming scissors on the cabinet.
Let's pick those up.
Gabriel takes the scissors.
And let's go ahead and mess with the scroll.
This scroll looks interesting.
So I'm gonna take it right off the hinge thing. So you go into your uncle's house and you just start stealing. Well, I guess it's technically his, so it's not really stealing, so I guess it doesn't matter. And we're gonna need the chamber pot.
Gabriel takes the chamber pot.
He stuffs it in his pocket. And if we look about the room now, let's see what else we got. Ah, there it is. We've got a poem.
The portal says, Nor der Rheinst darf passieren, diesen Herz ist rein wie Glas, diesen Seele rein wie Feuer, schreitet heuer durchs Portal.
Duh. Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. So, hey, Gerde, I need you to let me know something, please. What exactly
Can I ask you a few questions?
does
Yeah,
this
of
mean?
course.
There are some words over the locked door in Wolfgang's bedroom. What do they mean?
Ah, yes. Wolfgang had me translated as part of my English lessons. In English
It was
it
when we were in
means,
bed after. Oh, never mind.
only the purest here may pass. He whose heart is pure as glass. He whose soul is pure as fire. Through this portal passes higher.
Great, thanks.
So basically, what it's saying is you have to be pure or clean in order to enter, basically. So how do we do that? Well, basically it's telling us that we need to become a Schottenjäger. So it all comes down to these 6 panels, and they each tell us something. And if you look at the panels from this one starting at 1, going here, then going this way, we have to wash our hands, and then we have to cut our hair, because if you look, that looks like hair. Then you have a knife, and then we have a goblet or a chalice on a table, and something that looks like ocean water, so salt water thing. But let's deal with the first one first. Let's go. We need to go and wash Gabriel's hands. This is basically the Schottenjäger initiation ceremony. So we need to go back upstairs. Oh, never mind. Wait. Yeah. That's right. I'm not getting ahead of myself. Hey, look, there's a puddle right there.
Outside the window, there's a nice thick ledge where some rainwater has gathered into a puddle. Thinking of the first chapel panel, Gabriel washes his hands in the water.
In the second panel, if you remember, it looked like someone was cutting their hair, and we just happened to have grooming scissors. Oh, he's not going to like this one bit.
Thinking of the second chapel panel, Gabriel cuts his hair.
I hate this. There. That's plenty.
Not my hair. Oh. Now we need to go back downstairs. And if we can see there's some salt.
It's a shaker of salt.
We're just going to go ahead and nab that real quick.
Is that a shaker of salt?
Yeah, salt.
Mind if I take it?
No.
Thanks.
Blinking, blinking. And now we need to go back here. And we need our chamber pot, because that's going to go on the altar.
Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel puts the chamber pot on the altar.
And we need, where is it? The salt, because the chalice with the salt watery waves.
Thinking of the third panel, Gabriel pours the contents of the salt shaker into the chamber pot.
Now, we have to look at this side of the panel. So we have, this one's considered the fourth one. We have the chalice, which is like the one on this one, with drips of blood and a knife. Wonder what we're going to have to do there. And then you have the panel of a knight kneeling. And then the last one's of a scroll. So these ones are pretty easy. What we need to do now is quit the dagger that we picked up from the side. And we're just going to go ahead and, slice ourselves.
Thinking of the fourth panel, Gabriel holds his arm over the chamber pot and nicks it with the dagger.
Oh, oops. Nearly hit an artery.
If you nearly hit an artery, you're not that good. And now we need to kneel.
Thinking of the fifth panel, Gabriel kneels at the altar.
And the last one with the scroll, what's it look like?
Thinking of the sixth panel, Gabriel reads the scroll.
Saint George, patron of the light, who hunts the shadows of the night. Upon my
There's
blood,
going to be a
I
cutscene,
call
by
thee
the
now.
way.
Purify me.
Just
for
letting
I
you
have
know.
vowed to set my feet upon thy road. Thy sword I take up for mine own. It worked. Something's happening.
Oh, excuse me. I was just vacuuming. I did not know you were in here.
No, that's all right. I've done about all I can do in here anyway. I give up.
You look tired tonight. Why don't you go to bed?
Sure, why not?
I will clean everything up. You need not worry.
I can't believe I cut my hair for nothing.
Your soul snails, Gabriel Knight. You seek to be Schattenjäger?
I do!
You must first burn away the past. How much sin do you have to burn? You have used people all your life, never committing to anything. Turn back now, and I will forget that you asked for this.
No!
There are only two things that redeem you. First, that you have Ritter blood in your veins. Second, that 3 women have loved you purely. You asked to start on the path, so you shall. But you will not be a Schattenjäger until you have earned it.
How?
I cannot show you the path, but I can tell you that you will have to let go of the greater part of yourself, Gabriel Knight.
No problem.
Yes, now you ask for purification. You shall have it.
Oh no!
And that's the end of day 7. And we are into day 8. Inside a hidden chamber where I had no right to be, I found the wheel at last. Or could it be the wheel found me?
What a night. I'm sore all over.
That he like did like a half curtsy when he was done. So we are in day 8, and we wake up, we haven't slept well, and we feel no different. You know, it is what it is, but what the heck is that?
There's a key on the table.
That's not really a table, it's more like a cushioned thing.
I don't believe it. It's the key from my dream.
And we have a door that supposedly can't be opened. But can we open it now?
It fits.
We are in the Schattenjäger library. And we have a lot of things to do. We have religion books, history books, Ritter journals, science books, geography books, books. Oh, and a shield. Which, we're gonna get to that here in a few minutes. We'll look at some of the books. Let's look at some of the Ritter journals, just to...
These shelves contain books and documents about the Ritter family.
Sure.
Journals, diaries, record books, deeds. Something to peruse extensively when Gabriel has more time.
We can look at some of these. Let's see what happens. Well, I was going to tell you, there's really nothing in the books that's going to get us
Although
anywhere.
it probably won't shed any light on Wolfgang's whereabouts. Gabriel picks up a book from the Ritter section. This book is entitled Malleus Maleficarum, The Witch Hammer, dated 1486. It's a witch hunter's manual from the Inquisition.
I'm not so sure I'm really interested in knowing about some of my ancestors.
Yeah, so they're not really going to give us any good knowledge of where to go or what to do.
Just by glancing at the spines, Gabriel can tell this is one of the most priceless private book collections he has ever seen. Talk about a bibliophile Shangri-La.
The one thing we need to look at
More colorful tapestries soften the stone walls here.
is this.
On the wall is the image of a shield taking up several stone tiles. However, the image in its center looks jumbled and out of order.
Gee, I wonder what we have to do. Could it be a puzzle? Guess what? It's a puzzle. And
It moves.
it does move. It's one of these tile things. And from here, we need to create the entire, we need to make the picture, and it's pretty obvious what the picture is. Okay, I can just click. That makes things a hell of a lot easier. That is there. Yeah. Yeah, that is there, yeah. And, where's that piece? There it is. Which means this piece goes right up here. No, it doesn't. I'm being Dumay. Let's just finish this. This piece goes there. Aha! And this piece goes there. That piece goes there. Now we need to finish up all the wood, because it looks great. That piece goes there. No, it doesn't. That piece went there, so I'm fine with it. Ugh. It's all confusing. It's all confusing. Does that piece go there? Yes. There we
Gabriel
go.
slides the last tile into place, revealing a compelling coat of arms image of a lion and a snake that looks familiar somehow.
Maybe because it's the Schottenjäger talisman from
With
the
the
dreams.
shield's image in the proper order, the wall opens to reveal a hidden room.
And let's go into the secret passage and see what's in there. He's walking very slowly.
Behind the wall is a shrine to Schottenjäger's past, their weapons, trophies, and legacy.
Whoa!
Schottenjäger trophy room. Fucking awesome.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay.
A title catches Gabriel's eye. People's Republic of Benin by Lowell Cayley. Gabriel pulls out a book entitled People's Republic of Benin and scans through it. The People's Republic of Benin is an area of rich and diverse cultures and a proud heritage. Before slaving devastated many tribes, this area was populated by some of the oddest, fiercest, and most powerful tribes in tribal Africa. The Fons, the Dahomies, and the terrible Agri. The book The Primal Ones by John Roots provides insight into these fascinating cultures.
So the book, The Primal Ones, which I wonder if it's going to be in the library, and will it help us find Wolfgang? Maybe. I mean, it might. So we need to look at the...
There are books on sociology in this part of the library. Gabriel recognizes a title, The Primal Ones by John Roots.
And there it is, The Primal One by John Roots. But will it help us find Wolfgang? And what will we do when we find him? And are we a Schottenjäger now? I think we are because we're inside the library. But we've been cleansed. We are clean and pure from all the evil we have done. Yeah, or maybe he was just saying, you know, that big dragon was saying, you're kind of a man whore and you use people all the time. And you need to stop doing that. Quit being a deek and be a good human being. But he did say that there was 3 women who've loved him purely. I wonder who those are. Do you know? Do I know? I don't know. But next time, friends, we will see if we can find Wolfgang and what will happen then. Will we find the talisman? I don't know. Well, I do know. I'm just, you know, emphasis. Whatever. So till then, friends, you all take care. And of course, have a good one.